Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today I'm going to do a full face of this, except for the eyeshadow. This is all the makeup that you told me was your holy grail products, and I purchased what I could. Some people I wasn't able to purchase. Maybe we can do that later down the line. My makeup, I'm not rich. There's only one product I'm going to return. And I want to take this opportunity right now to say that if I didn't like your holy grail, please don't hold it against me. Don't be mad. It's nothing against you or that you don't have good taste, because of course you have good taste. You're part of the Fritzy family, aren't you? Anyway, if you're interested in seeing what the holy grail products I used were, my thoughts on how they worked for me. Like I said, not meaning that there are bad products if they didn't, but how they worked for me and my thoughts on them, then just keep watching. I have already started some prepping. I did prime my eyelids, and I have my lip primer on, and I did do this. So this was suggested. It was the Clinique. This is an eye cream from them. It's this. I am so sorry. I have looked for the comment over and over and searched for whoever told me that their holy grail was the Clinique Moisture Surge and their eye cream. All about the eyes. Eye cream reduces circles, puffiness. Also this here, Moisture Surge, the 72-hour one. I don't think I saw anyone suggest eyeshadow, so I'm just going to talk to you about that stuff while I'm doing my eyes. I'm just going to slap something on here really quick. It's just this Nude Dip Tom Ford palette. Here's what I have found regarding the Clinique eye cream and Moisture Surge moisturizer. So I just looked on my Instagram to see when it was that I got this stuff, because that's the day I started using it. So I've been using this stuff for about 18 days. It seems like it's going to be okay today. It doesn't feel like it's going to pill. But I had to wait 2 hours after my vitamin C in order for that to happen. I've been struggling with it. It's not just the eye cream, it's both. Both of these, if I don't wait a really long time, like now, like 2 hours after I did my vitamin C, it will pill under my makeup. As you can see, I've been using it. This one here, oh, this feels so good. There's something in the Mad Hippie vitamin C serum that will cause even their own face cream to pill on me if I don't wait a good long time between putting it on. I don't have that kind of time. Now, I suppose I could use these at night instead of during the day, but I'm still doing this thing where I'm doing the Lancome stuff on one side of my face and the incense tree stuff on the other side of my face to see, and part of that is eye cream, but they feel wonderful on your skin. I feel like my skin just got a really good drink of water. To be honest, I really like what I already do. So unless it were to like not be doing anything or doing something bad, I'm probably going to stick with what I already do, but I did enjoy getting to try that. My lip primer is the same primer that I always use. It's my MAC Prep+Prime Lip Balm, and the eye primer was nothing new either. All right, that's it. That's all I'm going to do to my eyes today, because we need to move on and try some more products. First thing I'm going to put on is this. It is the Clinique Pore Refining Solution. This primer is supposed to make a really big difference with my pores, and we'll see how it plays with this. It's all Clinique, so it should play nice. I'm not going to act like I haven't wore this before. I did wear this one day, and I wore the foundation that I'm going to use with it one day also. I don't have huge pores. I know that, but I do have pores. Will this make them go away? Will this make a difference in the way my pores look? That's what we're going to find out. I used to wear the Clinique Even Better foundation. This is Refresh, though. It's supposed to be hydrating. Editing Mary here. I have to tell you this right here because I had to cut the whole section where I'm saying it out because it was too out of focus. You may have noticed. I don't like it when the camera does that, and I will take out things if they're blurry most of the time. Anyway, so of course, while I'm filming this, I don't realize that I'm not going to like the look when I get done with it.
But I had worn it before and I did like the way it looked with a brush. However, what I had to cut out was that you won't see me with this foundation anymore because this foundation oxidizes on me. And I don't like that at all. So this will probably make its way over to my niece Brooke's house because we have the same coloring.
I do know that it lasts. Okay, so, because I've worn it already. I think I used a brush though the day that I used this, so I don't know. Let's see how this covers with a sponge. Like any foundation, if you use a damp sponge, it's going to water it down a little bit, so it's not going to look as full coverage as it would if you used a brush or your fingers. A long time ago, I used to watch YouTubers put on their makeup, and I'd be like, whoa, puppy, you think you got enough foundation going there? But I understand two things now that I didn't understand when I just watched YouTubers put on makeup. The first one is they were using a sponge, and it eats up. See, it eats up the foundation. So you really do need more foundation. Back then, I was using my fingers. And the second thing is, when you're on camera with the lights and everything the way they are, you need just a little bit more makeup than you would normally put on. All right, I'm having a little hissy fit here because I can't find my Sigma F47, my multitasking foundation brush. You would think I don't have any more foundation brushes the way I'm acting, but I really like that one. I guess we're not going to do that. I wanted to try and build it up a little bit more. I don't have a concealer, so I'm just going to tap the foundation over the zits that I have acquired. Well, I have concealer. I don't have a new one. I think saying that this foundation is hydrating. I mean, I've had more hydrating foundations than this, but it could have something to do with this primer being underneath it. I'm going to take a little bit of my Sydney Grace powder, and I'm just going to come out here. I'm not coming over my pores or anything with this. I just want to make sure that my bronzer and stuff like that doesn't stick when I'm trying to put it on. So I'm just going to stay out here. I really don't feel like my face is hydrated, and I don't want to put a bunch of powder on. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to set with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Give that a shake just in case. I've also used this a couple of times, and I don't have any complaints with it except for the day that I used it with the powder foundation. It did feel like dry. That was the first day I wore it. But with a regular liquid foundation, I've not had that problem. This was already in my collection. I just so happened to have it already, so I didn't need to purchase it. So we're going to use that right now. Put that right there. I do think this is absolutely gorgeous. The highlighter in that palette is magnificent. It really is. But there's another highlight that I'm going to use today, so we're not going to use the Charlotte Tilbury from that palette, even though I will say it is yummy. These ambient powders, they really are stunning. And at one time, I had them all. From the collection, I kept Luminous Light and Mood Exposure is what I'm going to use today. I just need to stop buying entire collections of makeup. Just because I like an Hourglass Ambient Light blush doesn't mean I need to own them all. If you want to own them all, go right ahead. Next, the YSL 3D Glow. So the question is this like this? Lancome Absolute Powder. You guys know I love to buff in at the very end to my face to give me that I'm really healthy kind of glow. Are they the same? Well, they kind of do sort of the same thing and not. But no, they're nothing alike. This is more of a highlighter. The Lancome looks like it's a highlighter, but not. This looks like a powder, but it's more like a highlighter. Let me show you what I mean. The Absolute is a powder, no doubt about it. It's a powder. So this is Lancome, and this is YSL. Now, of course, this is really concentrated because I just stuck my fingers in there, but let me show you the difference. So in my opinion, even though the Lancome looks scarier when you're looking at it, I think you can get more overdone with the YSL. The Lancome Absolute I will take on a dense kind of powder brush, and I will buff that into my cheeks. If I take a dense brush and I do that with this, I'm going to get more glow. It's going to look like I put highlighter on my face, but if you just take, just a blush brush with a little bit of splay on it and stick to a segment of your face like right there, I think that it provides the most beautiful glow. But I wouldn't bring this all over my face and buff it into my whole face like I do the Absolute powder. I'll be the first one to state that the Absolute powder, if you look at that at the Lancome counter, you're going to go, no way am I going to put that on my face. Because it does look like straight up loose highlight. Likewise, if you underestimate this, a little goes a ways. And now I'm just going to buff because I feel like I need it. I need to marry these products together on my face. This product, this is nothing new. I use this almost every time I do my makeup, don't I? But this one here is new to me. As you can see, it's not all glommed up like the other, but this is in Boss. And I've not ever owned Boss. And the reason is because I have so many black eyeliners, it isn't funny. So whenever I buy Milk, I usually buy Biz or CEO, which is brown and blue. This will be my first experience with black with them. Let's see how intense this is. I expect it to be pretty intense. I do think that the Milk eyeliners are the best. No doubt about it. But the price and how much you get, I always wait for sales. I'm super stoked about this product because in addition to being your holy grail, this is my friend Mel Thompson's. She swears by this mascara. Okay, so coming right out, this is a tube mascara, by the way. This is what I know about it. Some people compare this or have compared it. I've not seen any videos on this mascara other than I know Mel loves it. That wand does remind me of the Thrive. This is a tubing mascara and that is a tubing mascara. The Thrive is actually on its way here because I do love that mascara. Let's see how this behaves. I have no primer on here. Now, it was suggested, Cils Booster was suggested, and I am going to do something here. Right off, I can see why some people are going to say they absolutely love this mascara. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love how you get an instant lift here with this mascara. It's doing a fantastic job of coating lashes. And by that, I mean like individually, making them look longer. This is beautiful. This was also suggested as one of the things, but I use this all the time. And I did a video a long time ago. There's that gray gunk. I did a video a long time ago and showing, do you need this? Let's see what happens if you use Cils Booster XL, which is a lash primer underneath on the other side. That's what we're going to do. And I don't know if it will actually make that big of a difference on this mascara, but there are mascaras that definitely Cils Booster makes a huge difference. I'm going to come in with a second coat of this. Oh, I can tell you right now that I'm addicted to this already. What a beautiful mascara. Let's just bring it under here too. Nice. This mascara particularly has a nice way of grabbing your individual lashes and lengthening them up. It's wrapping a tube around them. Because Cils Booster is on here, I might not get, like, you see how these are more clumped than here because it has a lash primer on top or under this. but I think you can see, I can see. Can you see how this eye here with the lash primer, how it took less and it's bigger than the already impressive other side? Because I can. So yes, if you don't have very good long eyelashes, using Cils Booster XL is going to make them look a lot bigger. My Lisa Eldridge just broke. The bullet broke. And I'm so sad because this is one of my favorite ones. And I'm just not going to put this up very far on here. I don't have the kit. I just have this single. But I do love this lipstick. The kit has the liner, which would make a lot of difference. It really would. I know that because I own the kit in Muse. And I didn't mind paying that for Muse because I knew I would wear Muse all the time. But I've never dropped a lipstick and had a bullet break before. But because I had to pick it up off the floor, it now has no velvet on it anymore. I was so upset about that. Okay, now if you like this product, then you are better at brows than me. Okay, what you got to do is you have to take a spoolie. So here is a disposable spoolie. And you get some of this on there. And the first time I put this in here way too much. So that may have been the problem. We're going to try it and see. I want to get just a little bit. I don't know. And what it did was plaster my brows to my skin. It froze them there. That's different than what's happening with the Benefit. I think maybe if I just use a little bit, maybe we will see. As you know, because I've told you guys, I don't know how many times, at least half the reason I like this thing is this brush that comes with it. I've not seen a brush like this anywhere else. So you can see it's flat. It has two different comb sizes. This stuff sets up like concrete, but it doesn't plaster my brows to the skin of my face. It doesn't like mat them down. And because of that, I can get in there with a brow pencil and do what I need to do. The first time I used this, it had them so plastered down to my face that I couldn't really get in there with a brow pencil right. You guys have seen me do my brows, I don't even know how many times. I feel like I don't have enough yet. But right away, I don't like that I need this. I need to have a separate spoolie. And then I'm going to, if they're not disposable, then I'm going to have to clean that spoolie every single time that I do this. And I don't want to do that. And see, now if I was doing the Benefit, I could take and swing this way, up, down, get all of my brows coated. But I can't really do that with this without getting too much. But as you can see, I've now got this up here and we're going to let that dry. If I ran a pencil through here, I'd have a matted mess right now. So I'm going to go do my hair. And then hopefully it'll be ready for us to ruin my eyebrows when I get back. I think that this stuff is probably really going to be great for somebody who doesn't need to do a lot of work on their brows with a pencil. As you can see, it is holding. But it's like, it's different hold than, it still feels like it's attached to my forehead, see? Whereas when I use the Benefit, it doesn't feel like my brows are part of my skin. This feels like I just painted my brows to my skin. So if you have brows that are pretty good and you just want to freeze them in place and you don't have to draw brows on, then this might be a really good product for you. Can you see that? The hair moving there? As with the Benefit, I'm just freezing the brow themselves. And then I can come in here and coast over it. But this feels like there's something in my brow. I don't know how to explain that. But I don't like it more than my Benefit, so it won't replace the Benefit for me. Yeah, this, can you see this clump of it right there in my brow? Let's try and knock it out. It looks like a clear booger in my brow. I don't know if you can see the struggle that I'm having when I attempt to loosen this away from my skin. It's still got this product in it, but it like balls up. It feels like kind of like a wax is in my brow. You know why it feels like a wax? Because it is a wax. It's about the same price as the Benefit, so it's not a big deal. I'm just going to take it over to Ulta and say I need to make an exchange and get a third backup of my Benefit. I'm going to finish this off camera because we'll be here for quite some time. But before I take off, I just looked in the 10 by. I'm going to come closer so that you can see the product in my brow. I was also suggested this foundation when I was reviewing this foundation. Maybe we could put it over spots I don't like right now. I don't know. But it's definitely got some coverage to it. And I like it a lot. I think that improved the way that looks for me. Just, my own personal preference on how I like my skin to look. Do we feel like this Pore primer hid my pores from you? I can't tell because I have no glasses on, so I don't know. Okay, I can still see my pores. But I can still see my pores with anything I use. So I am going to go ahead and take the Fenty foundation now that you've seen what my face looks like with this, and I'm going to put some on. I think I showed in the video for this that if you take a brush and you use it, you get a real light coverage. So I think I'm going to be able to go over this foundation with this foundation, and it's not necessarily going to look like I put on another foundation. I think I'm just maybe used to seeing my face with powder on my foundation. I do love this. It does have a scent to it that I don't notice with my Lancome, but I do like this a whole bunch. I'm glad I have it. The Touche Éclat 3D All Over Glow. This is beautiful. There is one thing I love about this more than my Lancome. Can you guess what it is? There's no mess. But like I said, it just gives you this glow to your skin that is not the same glow as the Lancome Absolute. I already told you the brow gel's going back. I'm in love with this mascara. I already owned Hourglass's Ambient Powders and Charlotte Tilbury's Flawless, what's that called? It's called Film Star Bronze and Glow. Already had that. Agree. It's just fabulous. And my Lisa Eldridge lipstick, I'm brokenhearted about. It's not as polished as it could look, but I love that lipstick. I agree. It is a fabulous lipstick. What else did we put on? We did the Milk Liner in Boss, and of course I love it. Makeup is subjective. What works for one person may not work for another. What is loved dearly by one person may not be loved dearly by another. I hope that you guys always remember that you are the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, just go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out.
Foundation thing. Why don't you touch your eyeball with this? With the highlighter. I do want to tell you that the highlighter. But who knows? Did you see that? I was like touching my butt. But. Let's go. But who knows? Which also is a I forgot the name of it. I love it when I do this on camera. I forget the name of crap. What's the name of it? What's it called? It's called a tubing mascara. Woohoo! How many times can you say use? Use. And I think that it's probably out. Oh no! What? I'm sorry, John Hammersmith. That's so wrong. 'Cause that isn't a good song to sing right now. John Jacob Jangleheimer Smith, that's my name too. I saw that. That's not my name. I'm Bond, James Bond.